morning students. Today we are going to see the third video of chapter 2 Adobe PageMaker. So in this video we are going to discuss on these topics: drawing, working with pages, master pages and printer document. So starting with the drawing, so with the help of the various tools available in the PageMaker, we are going to draw various shapes that we need. So the first one is the line tool. So we have discussed already, the line tool is a slash. It may be a freehand tool or the constraint line tool. So by selecting the tool, assume this is the page. So after selecting the tool, the cursor will become a crosshair like that, a small minute plus symbol. So we have to click on the page where we want to start the line and click and drag. So whichever direction we need. So I am clicking here till here. So the line comes like this. So if I want various styles in a line, say for example a dotted line, a long dotted line, a short dotted line. So like that, we can also create that kind of lines. By double clicking the line tool, a custom stroke dialog box will get opened. So in that you will be having this stroke style. You can click the drop down list box and you can select various styles, like it may be a long dotted lines or a short dotted line, short dashed lines or dotted lines, like that. You can select various styles. And the stroke weight, how much thickness the line should be, and that should be given in points, that is in numbers. So whether the lines should have a transparent background or it looks in the reverse direction. So we can select both the text checkbox, So and then click OK. Again the line will get the cursor will become the crosshair. By selecting it, click and drag. So I can draw a dotted line. The next one is rectangle tool. Similarly, we can use the rectangle tool. Click the rectangle tool in the page, click and drag. So the rectangle will come like this. So if you want a square, say for example if you want a square, exact square, you no need to draw the square. So once you click, started clicking the starting point. After clicking it, hold down the shift key. So by pressing the shift key, the cursor will move to the center of the page, and automatically when you drag, it will drag from both the sides equally. Say for example 2 cm from the left side means 2 cm from the right side. Again 2 cm from the bottom means again this side. So like that it will draw a square. So this is how we can draw the square. This is similar to the ellipse tool. Initially it will be in oval. If you want a circle, exact circle means hold down the shift key and drag. So it forms a circle. In rectangle, I need a rounded corner or a cat corner. So rounded corner or or a sharp edge or a sharp edge or a curved edge, whatever may be. So again double click the rectangle tool. A rounded corner dialog box will open. From there you can set the corner style. So for example, I can have a rounded edge. So I can have a that sharp turn edge. So like that you can change the edges of the rectangle. The next one is the similar polygon also we can draw as it is. Same procedure for polygon. Initially it will be having 6 sides. So we can change the polygon sides, number of sides. So for that, either we can double click the polygon tool, or we can go with the element polygon settings. So by clicking the element menu, under that sub menu polygon setting, you can view the polygon settings dialog box. In that you will be having two options. One is the number of sides and the star inset. What do you mean by the star inset? Say for example, if you are going to draw a star, the next one, if you are going to draw a star, if you want more number of sides, means we can give the number of sides itself only. No need to give the star inset. Say for example, in your book they have given 3 examples. The first one is number of sides 15 and star inset is 50%, which means the edges, the connecting edges of the sides, assume this is the second example which they have given. This is the second example. So I'll draw clearly. So for better curve, this is the outer edge. This is the outer edge of the star. That is this one. Outer edge of the outer edge is drawn in the big circle. So the inner edge, the inner connecting edge. So 50% means 50% of the circle, 50% of the big circle. So like that it will come. So this the 50% will, the connecting edge will come inside, towards inside. So the second example they have given as 25 number of sides and 25%. So the outer circle is this, just 25%. It is approximation. So the 25% of the connecting edge will come towards inside. In the third example, they have given wrongly, it is printing mistake. So the number of sides will be 35 and the inset is 70%. They have given star inset as 35% and the number of sides as 70. You please change that. Number of sides as 35 and star inset is 70%. So 70% it will come towards inside. So like that, totally 35. So like this it will form the star. So this is how the star has been drawn with the help of polygon tool. So the next one is filling colors to the shapes. So we have drawn the shapes, how to fill the colors. So after drawing the shape, select the shape, go to window and show color. This we have seen in the character, formatting the character. Same window, show color. The color palette box will open, or you can go with Ctrl plus J. The same color palette drop box will get open. From that you can select the color will get filled. So this is how we will fill in the colors. So the next one is working with pages. So working with pages. Since PageMaker deals full and full with the pages and layouts, so we can easily traverse from one page to another, and we can easily add new pages, and we can also remove the unwanted pages or the pages to be deleted. All these options can be done in the PageMaker tool. First one is going to the specific pages. So there are three methods. First one is you can use page up and page down keys. Page up and page down keys. So this will be available in the keyboard, exact top to the arrow keys. So you can use page up to move forward, to move upwards a page, and you can move downwards a page by pressing page down keys. The next second method is you can select from the bottom of the window that is near to the scroll bar. So the scroll bar is horizontal scroll bar will be here. When you see, there will be some page numbers. 1, 2 and 3, it goes on. Like that, you will be having the page numbers. You can also select the pages from there. So the next one is, last method is layout. Choose the menu layout, go to page, go to page. So go to page dialog box will open. So it will be asking which page number. It will be asking the page number. So by giving the page number, it will go to the specific page number. So this is how we can go to the specific page. The next one is inserting page numbers. The page number can be inserted by selecting the menu, insert pages, layout, insert pages. The insert page dialog box will open. So it will be asking the number of pages. It will also ask whether to add after the current page. Current page is nothing but where the insertion point is waiting. Where the insertion point is available, that page is considered as a current page. And it will ask for whether any master page is there. To follow any master page, the creating new page must follow any master page. We can also specify here so that the layouts and the formats which we have already saved in the master page will be followed in the newly created page. So this is how we can insert the pages. So removing the pages. Same layout, remove pages or delete pages. This is for understanding. So the menu will be layout and remove pages. We can remove this. So with this, it will be asking which page to be removed, which page to be deleted. So again, here drop down box will be there. The page number, will be there, and till how many pages. It will be asking like true. From page number till how many pages. So this is how we can remove the pages. So the next one is master page. So master pages is nothing but the pages which have a predefined set of layouts, structures or formats, so which can be applied directly to the page, which can be applied directly to the existing page or the newly creating page. So we no need to create each and every page. We don't need to change the format, and we don't need to change the layout. We don't need to again reform the structure, what all the structure we need, repeated structure. So we can save it in a common page that is called the master page, where it can be easily applied to the needed pages, required pages. So that is the master pages. And first one is inserting page numbers. How to insert page number in the master page. So you will be having both left master page and right master page. The master page will be viewed next to the scroll bar. This page number will be having RM and LM. So select the text tool. First you have to select the text tool, and by clicking the page, left master page, Control plus Alt plus P. The same thing we have to do in the right master page. Once the shortcut key has given, the page number will be displayed and goes on like this. So the next one is hiding the master items. Say for example, I have 4 pages. In the 4th page, I don't want the master items to be displayed and the formats not to be followed. So I can hide the master items. So I don't want to delete the master items in the fourth page, I can hide the master items in the specific pages. So we can hide the master item. When you go to view, there will be option, the first option, display master item. Here, which will be by default, it will have a tick. So by clicking it, the tick will go off. So and the master items will get hidden, but not deleted. So the next one is showing master page palette. So this is the master page palette. So we can go by window, master page, show master page. Show master page. So with this, the master page palette will be opened. So in that master page palette, you will be having what all the master page existing master pages available. So and in that specific master page, what are all the formats we have created, what are all the layouts we have created, we can easily navigate the options available in the master pages. So the next one is creating master pages. So we can be able to create the master page by using the master page palette. So you will be having the layers and master page tab. In the layers, you can able to see what are all the layers we have created. For each layer, say for example, in the layer 1 I have created a layout, and in the layer 2 I have set the format. So and the layer 3 I have fixed the colors. So like that we can create so many layers in a single master page. So in master page tab, you will be having the list, number of master page lists available, and in the corner you will be having a triangle. By clicking on that, a menu will be opened in that new master page. So we can create the master page similar to how we create the normal pages. So it will be asking all the options, the name of the page and inner margin and outer margin inches, like that, size of the master pages, and all the things which we create in the normal pages. The same thing will be asked in the creating new master pages. So the next and last one is print a document. So we have created the document and we have completed the creating the pages. So now we have to print the document. So how to print the document? Either we can go with file, print, or Control plus P. Control plus P. So like this, with this options we can able to print the document in various format of the papers. Format of the papers. We can able to print the A4. We can able to print the A3. Whatever we need, we can able to print the document easily. So with this, we completed the chapter 2. So in the next video, we will start with the chapter 3. Thank you.